Hey guys, Lady Liberty Stacker, I'm back again. I wanted to give you an update on this cast iron skillet that I picked up and unboxed yesterday for you guys on March the 30th, 2019. It is a Griswold number 6 cast iron skillet, and the listing had said chrome or nickel. They weren't sure what it was, and I put in for a return on it because it had substantial wobble. And it also has a tremendous amount of spin. Just by pushing on the handle, this thing just goes. That was a medium push, and it's almost 4 times. And I knew that it was an issue because I have an old Wagner number 6, just a regular cast iron skillet that I thought was kind of warped in a spinner, and we'll look at that in comparison. You push the handle, and it doesn't really spin that much. So this one is an excellent pan, actually worth more than this one. And this is a Wagner ware, number 6, and the number 6 size is not too common. So that is one of the first skillets I ever bought and ever restored. So this one is wonderful. So I'm going to put that to the side. I just wanted to give you a comparison on how bad this one spun. Now, for the update on this one, I did message the seller, and I told him what the issue was. I sent him plenty of pictures. He sent me back a reply, and it was less than professional, and it was hostile in a couple of places in the response. So I kind of figured I just wouldn't deal with it. I would just open up a return and just request to send this thing back. I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. Well, lo and behold, a few hours after that, I think it was this morning, he gave me gave me an option for a partial refund. Well, had he given me an option for a partial refund yesterday, when I politely messaged him, told him there was an issue, I had a concern that it wasn't flat, wasn't even, I always give the seller a chance to make things right before I do anything else. Because I know how it is when you open up a return with item that is described, it goes as a neg on the seller's account. But if they deserve it, they deserve it. In this instance, I think he did deserve it. You know, he misrepresented the skillet. So in that instance, I talked to eBay customer service today, and I said I didn't want to take a partial. I was more than willing to send this thing back. And they said fine, and they told me what to do. I clicked, and because I had never had to do this before with pretty much anything that I've purchased on eBay. I've been on eBay now for about 5 years, buying and selling. But anyway, I declined the return or the partial refund. And a few hours after that, the seller refunded my whole purchase price, and he sent me a short little note that said, enjoy your free skillet. Well, I really didn't appreciate that. I mean, it's nice that he refunded my money, but I didn't want to get into it, so I thanked him for it, and I said I'm going to restore it to the best of my ability, and I will probably be donating it to somebody that needs a baking skillet. This would bake. It's just not that big. But that's the update of it. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to restore it. And I want to get into that a little bit in this video and also tell you what this actually is. I did a little bit of research, and this is actually a chrome-plated skillet. It's about the time that Griswold started making their large block logo, which is about 3 inches wide. And it was made between 1930 and 1939, roughly. It wasn't the first one made. This is a 699H. The very first one was probably model 699. But it was made in that decade. Before that, they nickel-plated skillets. But how do you tell the difference? Well, chrome is shiny, and a nickel-plated skillet, I've got one. So I pulled it out just for the heck of it, and they said that nickel plating has more of a bronze cast to it. This is a Wagner number 9, and model 1059. You can actually see some of the chrome plating is still intact on the skillet. I thought this one was a spinner too. I got to clean my countertop. Bad, me bad. But anyway, this one I thought was a spinner as well. So I'm going to go ahead and push the handle. And it spins, but it doesn't go all the way around. I gave it a pretty good push. It doesn't spin that much, so I could probably cook with it. I have cooked a couple of things with it on my stovetop. I think I cooked chicken and chickpeas and vegetables with it. This is a gorgeous pan. It's rare. It's probably actually worth a lot more than this one because of the size. It has pretty much iron, raw iron on the interior, and it's chrome plated on the top, on the handle, on the sides, and on the bottom. So this one, yeah, this is a number 9, so I like that one. Now this one over here is chrome. You can see the difference. Nickel, more of a yellowish cast to it. Chrome, which is more of a mirror finish. Nickel plating was done earlier. Griswold had some that were nickel plated as well, but they were done before the 30s. Then after, as we got into World War II, they stopped with the chrome and nickel plating for the most part because of the war, and they went back to the raw metal. So it's kind of interesting there. Maybe the war materials had something to do with it. Maybe somebody out there knows. If you do, leave it below in the comment section. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and attempt to restore this. I'm not sure how much of the original chrome remains. There is some rust on there, you can see there, and there's some old seasoning. So they say not to put it in a self-clean oven, because if you do that, it will discolor the skillet. Number 2, they said use electrolysis with extreme care because it could remove some of the chrome. The best way to strip this or remove the old seasoning and rust is just to put it in a lye tank. And like I said before, that is 5 gallons of water to 1 pound of 100% lye crystals. You can get lye at your hardware store. It's usually behind the counter. They don't keep it out because people use it for nefarious purposes. But that's the ratio. 5 gallons of water first, then add your lye crystals. Okay? And then you can soak it for as long as you want. Basically, the lye will soften all this up. It won't remove the rust. It'll just remove the old seasoning. And you'll see what you got here. I don't think I have all chrome under there, but it's hard to tell until we strip the old seasoning off. And on the back, you can tell we got some rust going on there. You got a little bit of chrome popping through there. And you got a little bit of chrome popping through there. So it's hard to tell, but we'll soak it in a lye bath, and we're going to follow it up with a vinegar soak, just like we do our normal cast iron. And with the vinegar, you have to keep your eye on it so it doesn't eat away at the metal. But that the combination of that two, plus I may put a wire wheel to it just to smooth it out. We'll see. And it will make this more usable. And I may donate it to somebody because it is a spinner. I mean, I thought the other 2 skillets that I had were spinners. And no, they're just not completely even. They have a slight wobble to them. But they're actually much more collectible than I previously thought. So in a way, that's good. This one here. And then another thing they say about chrome skillets is that if the chrome has worn away, they are much less collectible than an all-iron skillet like this one. Collectors would rather have this one than a partial chrome-plated skillet. So it's kind of interesting, a little research that I did. Anyway, that's the update on it. It's mine to keep. I got a full refund on it, so I'm going to experiment with it, and I will let you guys see the results as I obtain them. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Please leave a comment below. Give me a thumb up or a thumb down. All your thumbs downs for the trolls out there, they count. And my viewership has gone up drastically on a lot of my videos because of the trolls. So if you think giving me a thumb down is a bad thing, well, it's not necessarily a bad thing because it means you're engaging with my videos. Anyway, give me a thumb up or a thumb down as you will. Thanks for watching, and go make it a great day.